Have you guys ever recorded a video that was just a complete and utter disaster? Well, back at the end of 2021, me and my mates Jake and Matt, as part of the YouTube channel Inebriated Individuals that we created, recorded a video that was just like that. It was a complete and utter shit show. We put a lot of effort into it, as you can see by this photo. We built the entire set in the studio at the bottom of my house. We put a Swedish flag and Swedish colors across the wall, and we made it look unbelievable. We had two flat packs that we got ordered to us. One was a giant cupboard and one was a small little wardrobe, a mini wardrobe designed to go inside a wardrobe. That made no sense, did it? I ordered the mini wardrobe and Jake ordered the giant cupboard. He decided that we should use that for the video. What I haven't mentioned, guys, is that the video was a drunk flat pack construction without instructions. We had to put together a flat pack from IKEA whilst heavily intoxicated, for the purpose of entertainment, of course. Now, my flat pack was considerably easier to put together, but still wasn't easy to put together without instructions. Jake's was impossible. We didn't know that when we started, and I didn't really step in and think, okay, this is not going to work. I thought we'd be able to do it. It was genuinely one of the most difficult things to do, even with instructions and sober. It was probably the hardest flat pack to construct in IKEA, and we didn't realize that. I wish now in hindsight that I just stepped in and said, hey, we're doing my one. I ordered this, it's way easier. I was in first ordering this one. We're not doing that. We can't. It's too expensive and it's a nightmare. Jake sunk like 400 bucks into this flat pack. Not even joking, it might have been a bit more. And it was just for this video to try and make it awesome. The problem is, when you're filming a video that needs to be edited cohesively with multiple cameras and filmed in sort of a comedy styling, constructing a freaking flat pack, you want as much material as possible with comedy and stuff, but you need to get that thing constructed. And my flat pack was basically quite simple, and you could have actually achieved it, but only just. Jake's, we never even got started. We never even got two pieces together. We had no clue what we were doing. It was impossible. We ended up just drilling holes in it randomly for fun by the end of the video. And the video was a complete and utter shit show. It made no sense. I went into post to try and edit it to make sense of it and try and make it some sort of comedic thing. I decided, let's just get the funniest moments and stick them together. Moments like this one.
It's out of the way.
With that big flat pack.
Now, see this place?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle.
It's not even funny. It's just... Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Gold, comedy gold. And I figured this will work, this will be hilarious, you know, it's good enough for a video, sure. It made no sense. You put it all together as one clip and it's just stupid. It's just the funniest moments of a failed recording put together and then slapped as drunk flat pack. I uploaded it as a shit post. I figured, look, this is nothing. This just has to be posted as some kind of garbage shit post. There it is. And then only now do I realize that this needs more context and this needs to be explained properly as a completely failed recording and just one of those videos where nothing went right. And we tried everything to make it, you know, make sense and be a funny video. And that just didn't happen. So without further ado, here is the clips of the funny moments from Drunk Flat Pack. And this is kind of what happened.
How about we just look at the instructions, okay?
Yeah, the instructions. Yeah, just give the instructions.
You want no fucking hole?
What? It's a shit.
Get it up. Just,
Oh, sorry, man.
Cool.
Thanks, buddy.
Spectacular.
Babbling, bumbling band of baboons.
I'll fucking give you fucking hole.
Yes, you found the bottom.
Oh, sorry, man. Oh, sorry about that.
There's not enough hole.
Nah.
That's what we do. That's why.
Just coming down. I'm not 22.
So I guess you get the picture. It's just a meme at this point. There's nothing really of any kind of substance to this video, obviously. We were just screwing around trying to build a flat pack. We made 4 videos, the 3 of us, 3 of which made sense and were uploaded in full as actual videos. This is the only one that was never uploaded properly or never edited in full. It was just kind of slapped together and posted as a shit post of like the funniest moments just sort of stitched together with no real sound effects, you know, visual effects, anything. It's just a complete and utter disaster. There's no sound of any kind of quality. It's just terrible. We tried using external mics, they broke. The whole thing is awful. The other 3 videos that we filmed, you know, they turned out. They ended up being really, really great videos in my opinion. I think they're some of the best content I've ever made with friends. They probably are the best content I've ever made with friends. It has to be. It's comedy gold. Made a lot of stuff in my time with a lot of different people, but these 3 videos are probably the top tier. They definitely are. Drunk art, drunk cooking, which is just, oh my god. And the finale video to Inebriated Individuals, the hot sauce one. I can't even believe it. It's that one still baffles me as to how I decided that was a good idea. It was a shocking idea. That ended up being edited properly as a real video, despite all the hiccups with recording that as well. It was probably, you know, the most straightforward recording now that I think of it, but the cooking one never should have been edited as a full video. It's a great thing that it was, but I had no clue what to do with that. There was no real guide to how to make that a video, and I just did that like a year and a half after filming it. And the other one, the art one, was the first one. We kind of just eventually got that done after editing it over a long period of months. That was always going to be uploaded though. This is the only one, Drunk Flat Pack, where I couldn't do it. I couldn't salvage anything from this wreck. There was no way of making this a sensible video. And that's why I had to do this little commentary here to kind of explain to you guys that this doesn't make any sense, that this isn't a real video. It is, I don't know what it is actually. I'm going to run through the recording process right now and just kind of what happened in detail. So here we have the beginning of the recording. We're all standing around, we're doing our intro. Before this, I should mention we actually filmed a little meme section where we ate IKEA meatballs that were very tasty and we just talk shit. We had done a couple of these in the cooking one and this one while we're just eating random food and just talking crap. Just as behind the scenes sort of fodder, just crap. As, you know, context to what we did and just extra stuff to add to any behind the scenes reels or, you know, extras for Inebriated Individuals. They were never gonna, you know, it was never gonna be part of the actual video. So we did our intro where we're standing and talking about the recording and what's gonna happen, and then we started filming the actual flat pack sequence and we started to try and construct it. Of course, in between this, we're filming, you know, other parts of the intro where Matt's sitting down and just like saying random gibberish. The other parts of the intro were filmed right at the end of the night when we pretty much had it. So the actual recording, we get the flat pack out, we rip it apart, and then we kind of do the bit where Matt burns the instructions. And we're just like, no, what are you doing? Why are you burning the instructions? And then that's kind of a funny little sequence. I'm kind of laughing at them trying to put out a fire. Really bad idea, if I'm honest. This is probably the most stupid thing we did in any of our recordings. The painting one, getting paint everywhere in the room, was stupid, but this probably takes the cake. Actually, you know, if I'm honest, destroying our insides and making ourselves sick with the hot sauce was also pretty stupid. It's hard to figure out which one's the dumbest. They're all pretty stupid. Well, before we decided to start constructing the flat pack, the smoke detector went off and the beeping sound started going off with that, and we had to turn that off. That was a disaster. You know, trying to turn that off, I got really worried that someone's going to hear it and come downstairs and be like, what the fuck is going on? That didn't happen, luckily. And then we start trying to construct the flat pack. This is about an hour and a half or nearly 2 hours of us trying to just get 2 pieces stuck together. And Matt and I are so drunk, we realized that the recording's just not going to work. This is the only time I ever recorded anything for Inebriated Individuals and knew the entire way through that it just wasn't going to work. Jake was like trying to quit smoking, I think, and was just not drinking that night, and just wanted to get the video made properly and done in complete in a complete format. And yeah, he was not happy. He was just not happy at all with us, and there was multiple moments where he kind of just raged at us. And looking back, it's kind of funny. He apologized profusely and said he was embarrassed by it. But that was just part of the whole process of when you're trying to create something that you have a vision for and it just doesn't work out. That happens a lot on sets. You can't hold that against anyone. That's just a typical thing. So we try and construct it for about an hour, and I think, or an hour and a half. I can't remember how long it was. And we eventually just gave up and decided to drill holes in it and film the sequences that were going to happen anyway, with Matt kind of just sabotaging the project and destroying it. The end of the night was kind of a hollow feeling. It was the only recording we ever did, as I mentioned, that just, well, we felt like we had a bit of comedy for it, but we didn't have a video that made any sense. I was not really thinking about that. It was only, as I said, when I went to edit it that I realized that you couldn't actually make it into a video that made any sense. I have to add this sort of commentary right now. But yeah, it was a shocker, and it's something I don't wish on anyone. Filming a video that makes no sense and then trying to edit that is a shit show. So there you go, guys. That is the story of the only failure of the four videos we filmed for Inebriated Individuals that were, you know, proper recordings of proper videos. This is the only one that never really came to fruition as an actual video. Be sure to check out the other three if you haven't already. They're very good. Don't check out the version of this that is unlisted on a playlist. It is terrible. It's not a real video, it's a shit post, and it's not really that funny either. There's just nothing that happens in it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want more, there is no more. Inebriated Individuals was a very short ran project, but thank you. The end.